Exodus chapter 12. He exists spoke to Moses and Aaron in the land of Egypt, saying, This month will be to you the beginning of months. It will be the first month of the year to you. Speak to all the assembly of Israel, saying, In the 10th day of this month they will take to them every male lamb according to the house of their fathers, a lamb for a household. If the household is too little for the lamb, let him and his neighbor next to his house take it according to the number of the life breaths. Every man according to his eating will make your count for the lamb. Your lamb will be without blemish, a male of the first year. You will take it out from the sheep or from the goats. You will keep it until the 14th day of the same month, and the whole assembly of the congregation of Israel will kill it in the evening. They will take of the blood and strike it on the two side posts and on the upper door post of the houses in which they will eat it. They will eat the flesh, and at night roasted with fire and unleavened bread and with bitter herbs. They will eat it. Do not eat of it raw nor boiled at all with water, but roasted with fire, its head with its legs and with the inner parts of it. You will let nothing of it remain until the morning, and that which remains of it until the morning you will burn with fire. Thus will you eat it with your waist girded, your sandals on your feet, and your staff in your hand, and you will eat it in haste. It is the Passover of He exists. Because I will pass through the land of Egypt this night, and will strike all the firstborn in the land of Egypt, both man and beast, and against all the supreme authorities, mighty creators of Egypt, I will execute judgments. I am He exists. The blood will be to you for a sign upon the houses where you are, and when I see the blood I will pass over you, and the plague will not be upon you to destroy you when I strike the land of Egypt. This day will be to you for a memorial, and you will keep it a feast. He exists throughout your generations. You will keep it a feast by an everlasting set rule. 7 days will you eat unleavened bread. Even the first day you will put away leaven out of your houses, because whoever eats leavened bread from the first day until the 7th day, that life breath will be cut off from Israel. In the first day there will be a set-apart assembly, and in the 7th day there will be a set-apart assembly to you. No manner of work will be done in them except that which every man must eat, that only may be done by you. You will observe the feast of unleavened bread, because in this same day I have brought your armies out of the land of Egypt. Therefore you will observe this day throughout your generations by an everlasting set rule. In the first month, on the 14th day of the month at evening, you will eat unleavened bread until the 21st day of the month at evening. 7 days will there be no leaven found in your houses, because whoever eats that which is leavened, even that life breath, will be cut off from the congregation of Israel. Whether he is a traveler or born in the land, you will eat nothing leavened. In all your dwellings will you eat unleavened bread. Then Moses called for all the elders of Israel and said to them, Draw out and take you a lamb according to your households, and kill the Passover. You will take a bunch of hyssop and dip it in the blood that is in the basin, and strike the upper door post and the two side posts with the blood that is in the basin. And none of you will go out at the door of his house until the morning, because He exists will pass through to strike the Egyptians. And when he sees the blood upon the upper door post and on the two side posts, He exists will pass over the door, and will not allow the destroyer to come into your houses to strike you. You will observe this thing for a set rule to you and to your sons forever. It will happen when you come to the land which He exists will give you, according as He has promised, that you will keep this service. It will happen when your children will say to you, What do you mean by this service? That you will say, It is the sacrifice of the Passover of He exists. who passed over the houses of the children of Israel in Egypt when he struck the Egyptians, and delivered our houses, and the people group bowed the head, and gave great honor with joy. The children of Israel went away and did, as he exists, had commanded Moses and Aaron. So did they. It happened at midnight that he exists struck all the firstborn in the land of Egypt, from the firstborn of Pharaoh that sat on his throne to the firstborn of the captive that was in the dungeon, and all the firstborn of cattle. Pharaoh rose up in the night, he and all his servant workers, and all the Egyptians. And there was a great cry in Egypt, because there was not a house where there was not one dead. He called for Moses and Aaron by night, and said, Rise up, go out from among my people group, both you and the children of Israel, and go serve. He exists. As you have said, take also your flocks and your herds, as you have said, and be gone and bless me also. The Egyptians were urgent upon the people group, that they might send them out of the land in haste, because they said, We are all dead men. The people group took their dough before it was leavened there, kneading troughs, being bound up in their clothes upon their shoulders. The children of Israel did according to the word of Moses, and they borrowed of the Egyptians jewels of silver and jewels of gold and clothing. He exists gave the people group favor in the sight of the Egyptians, so that they lent to them such things as they required, and they spoiled the Egyptians. The children of Israel journeyed from Ramesses to Succoth, about 600,000 on foot that were men besides children. A mixed multitude went up also with them, and flocks and herds, even very much cattle. They baked unleavened cakes of the dough which they brought forth out of Egypt, because it was not leavened, because they were thrust out of Egypt, and could not delay, neither had they prepared for themselves any provision. Now the dwelling of the children of Israel who dwelt in Egypt was 430 years. It happened at the end of the 430 years, even the same day it happened, that all the armies of He exists went out from the land of Egypt. It is a night to be much observed to He exists for bringing them out from the land of Egypt. This is that night of He exists to be observed of all the children of Israel and their generations. He exists said to Moses and Aaron, This is the set rule of the Passover. There will no stranger eat of it, but every man as servant worker that is bought for money. When you have circumcised him, then will he eat of it. A traveler and a hired servant worker will not eat of it. In one house will it be eaten. You will not carry forth anything of the flesh abroad out of the house, neither will you break a bone of it. All the congregation of Israel will keep it. When a traveler will travel with you and will keep the Passover till He exists, let all his males be circumcised, and then let him come near and keep it, and he will be as one that is born in the land, because no uncircumcised person will eat of it. One instruction law will be to him that is native born, and to the traveler that travels among you. Thus did all the children of Israel, as He exists commanded Moses and Aaron. So did they. It happened the same day that He exists brought the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt by their armies.